Hello, beautiful humans. My name is Nicolette, and I love gemstones. So today I'm going to talk to you about some of our newest stone plug releases. These are epic stones, and I'm so excited to share them with you. Okay, so up first is Tiger Dendritic Agate. So these are double flares. They come in size 00 to 1.5 inch. So that's about 10 millimeter to 38 millimeter in size. Dendritic agate is super cool. It's named for the formation that it kind of like has on the surface, similar to tree branches or almost like veins or river formations. And these ones are called tiger because they are orange and black in color. And the dendritic formation comes from manganese or iron oxide that is present during the growth formation. These ones are from Indonesia, and as far as healing properties go, they can promote maturity, composure, and inner stability. So these are great ones to wear and definitely a big statement piece. Okay, up next is Graveyard Point Plume Agate. And these ones come in a teardrop style from 0 to 1 inch gauge. So it's 8 millimeter to 25 millimeter. And these are so beautiful, and they come in such a crazy variation where you have a lot of stripe or you have very little stripe. Graveyard Point Plume Agate, found in Graveyard Point, Oregon. Ironically named, isn't it? And plume agate is actually named for the feather-like formation that happens in the stone. It kind of looks like a feather frozen in ice. It is so, so beautiful. And energetically, these help with inner peace, harmony, important decision making, and also helps in your spiritual journey and helps connect you to the divine spirits. Honestly, I get it. They're very angelic. Okay, up next is Ocean Jasper. This comes in a 00 to 1.5 inch gauge, so that's 10 millimeter to 38 millimeter. And it comes in a variety of different colors and different like striations on the stone. So you have lighter colors, and then you go darker. There's some hints of blue and green and even orange, similar to like a tiger eye. So Ocean Jasper is really interesting. It's a really interesting stone. It's only formed in one place in the entire world that we have found so far, which is off the western coast of Madagascar, and the mine can only be reached by boat during low tide. So the mine was actually finally discovered in 1997 and brought to the US at the Tucson Gem Show in 2000. But unfortunately, in 2006, the mine was closed because it was thought to be depleted. So everything that's in circulation right now is basically it, unless the mine reopens or we find another one. So super interesting, and it makes this a really rare find. So definitely pick these up. They are absolutely beautiful and definitely a great stone to have in your collection. Next is Dragon's Blood Jasper. These are so beautiful, also double flares. They come in 1/2 inch to 1 inch size, so 12 millimeter to 25 millimeter. These stones are so beautiful. They kind of resemble like a red jasper and serpentine color. If you know stones, you know what I mean. So these stones actually come from the west coast of Australia, and the indigenous people in Australia have some folklore and stories around these stones. So they are said to be formed from the ancient remains of dragons. The red is the blood from the dragon, and the green are the scales. So that's pretty cool. I love that. Dragons were real. And the energy healing properties for this is optimism and inner wisdom. So basically everything that a dragon embodies, which is awesome. Lastly is probably my favorite stone out of this lot, African Bloodstone. So these come in an 8 to 1.5 gauge. That's 3 millimeter to 38 millimeter double flares. Bloodstone is a pretty common stone. It's a chalcedony, which is a type of quartz, which is a type of mineral. Basically, it's a stone. But why it's my favorite is actually because of the history. And y'all, Bloodstone has a history, okay? Let's start. Ancient Mesopotamians used it as a fortune-telling stone. Babylonian warriors took it to war thinking that it stopped a bleeding wound. And ancient Greek and Roman athletes carried it during sporting events because it helped boost endurance, which is so cool. And then my favorite part is actually the Leiden Papyrus is a manuscript that was discovered at the ancient Egyptian ruined city of Thebes. And this manuscript is a collection of spells and recipes and all things wizardry and witchcraft. And it actually contained the line that the world knows nothing greater than the Bloodstone, which is amazing. Bloodstone is used for calming, strengthening, motivation, overall revitalization. So get it because you need it. We all need it.